Hey guys, welcome back to AWOI Gaming. This is Perry, and today we're going to be talking about Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you're not familiar with the way we do things here at AWOI Gaming, we look at video games and how they might be influential to a gamer, but also to the gaming community, and also they're just video games, so we just try to have fun with our deep dives here. And without further ado, let's get into Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, I remember when the Luigi Mansion came out for GameCube so many years ago for the GameCube, and I thought it was a different take. You're not playing as Mario, you're playing as Luigi in this haunted mansion, and your goal is to find Mario, your big brother, and also the head of all Mario franchise games. It was just something different because it felt spooky, and you had no idea that it's not the same as any normal Mario games. And that was cool because it gave a different take on some of your favorite characters. Also giving Luigi his first stand-alone game without having Mario be the main reason. Even though in a sense he still is the main reason because you're trying to find him in a haunted, spooky mansion. But Luigi's Mansion 3 is different because you are in a hotel, and it's more about you're saving not just Mario, but you're saving everybody that you're a part of. But what the cool part about Luigi's Mansion is that you're pretty much Nintendo's Ghostbuster, and that made it feel so different and so alive that you're not jumping around. You are hands on deck with a vacuum, just sucking up ghosts the entire time. And I remember that playing as a kid, but never got the chance to actually beat Luigi's Mansion. Fast forward to now, 2019, time of Halloween, it felt good to play the game again and not really playing Luigi's Mansion 2 for the DS because maybe you just didn't feel like it belonged on there. It belonged on like a big on your screen type version. And with the capabilities of the Switch, you're able to play it on the go and also in dock mode, and it felt great either way playing Luigi's Mansion 3. There was no lag in sense if you were going to get into the technicality of what or gameplay is, but it felt good when you got used to the controls, because at the beginning it is hard to understand that the triggers on the back are what sucks and blow, no pun intended, because that's what Nintendo put in the game. And it just felt like once you figure that out, the gameplay itself was easy. And for something like Luigi's Mansion 3, it's okay to be easy because it's supposed to be filled of laugh and joy and spooky as it was meant for Halloween. And for them to drop this game on Halloween was kind of a hit or miss, because I'm not for sure how many people actually stayed indoors to play it, if they had kids or not. But otherwise, the game is fantastic, and just to be able to play, and I would think that it is something that should be for a holiday sense because of the way it's able to go about of different floor designs of what a ghost can do, or it was just a laugh the entire way through. And as the premise of the story is that you are trying to find Peach, Mario, and the Toads on a 17-floor hotel. So as the levels go up, the difficulty increased, but not too hard. And that was good because it made you go, okay, cool. And with a ton of collectibles the entire way through, it felt like, I don't have to rush through this. I can go around and collect stuff. And what was also cool about the floor design is that you're not going from 1 to all the way up to 17. Is that you're going from like 1 floor to like the 5th floor to like the 7th floor. It's like you're seeing you saw the floors from a different angle than what your normal numerical standard would be. And I thought that was super cool because it's not, you're like, okay, let's do this. Let's go this route. Nope. You're going to go this floor, go that route, and just figure out what you wanted to do. And that was cool because once you unlock that floor, you can go back to the floor and get all the collectibles that you want, because the game is about 15 hours long. So it's like, get all the collectibles, have fun, suck up a few Ghost and just enjoy yourself. The pacing in the game is okay and fine dandy. Now there are some times like where some puzzles got on my everlasting nerves because of how the way the design was. It's like, okay, I think this might be it, but I'm not sure. And walkthroughs are available to you guys if you're just not sure. Because honestly, I saw one, it was like, I think that's it, but let me make sure. And I'm like, yes, I was right. So it's like I knew it. It's just that trying to figure out if that was right. And I was like, I was on par. And with that being said, like, the boss fights are not hard. They were silly the entire time. It's like, as soon as you figure it out, it's like, oh, okay, well, you're just gonna do this and that. I got it. The overload and joy in the game was great because the way the different floors were designed, like, just to be able to go from fighting a chef boss to being in the pyramids. No spoilers whatsoever here. Just the floors are just great. And the ability of adding a second player, and that's where we get into Luigi and the puzzles of this game. Puzzles were fun because of the Luigi mechanic. Luigi is that gooey green blob that the professor gives you, and its ability to make you not just think about yourself. So it's like you come across a puzzle, it's like, oh, well, how am I supposed to do this? Oh, wait, Luigi can slip right through. So, like, once I got that mechanic, it's like, okay, I'm going to use Luigi. And for most of the part, when I was able to get Luigi, it made the fights, or even the boss fights, easier because it felt like a second player. And, like, if I felt like I was low on health, because at times it felt like I was there, I could just use Luigi because, like, even though he dies, he comes straight back. Like, maybe after 4 seconds. I didn't really time that, but it was like after 4 seconds, he came back and I was like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and fight the boss. No problem. Cool. I like it, but I didn't get to play it with a second player, but the ability to use Luigi as a second player might be overpowered for a game. It's also fun for those that want to play with, let's say, a friend or significant other, or just a kid, and just enjoy a silly game where Luigi is scared about his wits, about going through this hotel. And that is what is key about this game when it comes to overall theme and story, is that Luigi has done this a couple times, but he's still scared doing it because of the way he might know what to expect from Ghost. But for some odd reason, he digs deep down to continue to find his friends and his big brother Mario. It's weird calling him Big Brother Mario, just to be honest with you guys, but he is a big brother. And just to see that he continues to evolve, and just to see him to go through, to face his fears, is what makes the game so cool. Even though you're laughing the entire way through, it's nice to see that Luigi comes through for his people. And we don't see that a lot in Mario games, besides Mario saving the day, of course. But we don't see some of these other characters like take the mantle and do the exact same thing as Mario, which makes the game fun. It makes it replayable. And the theme of it being Halloween specific, it just shows you that Nintendo puts a lot of care into its IPs. And that's what makes it want to play it again, because of its gorgeousness. Like, the game runs tremendously. I didn't see any drops whatsoever in handheld or in docked. It looked smooth, it looked crisp, it looked terrific the entire way through playing the game, and it just makes me feel excited that other people are enjoying the game or want to play this game, because, like, you're so used to playing as Mario. It's always a nice change up if you're playing Luigi's Mansion or Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. These games are meant to be funny and fun, but it's just the joy that Nintendo brings with the Mario characters that make you want to play more of it. Because honestly, this game wasn't on my radar per se, but after thinking about it, it was like, yeah, let me check it out. And I laughed the entire way through it and enjoyed every second of it. The only problem is that sometimes, like when you get to later stages of the boss fights, is that mechanics of your gameplay are trash. And that's like where I started dying more, because of how you have to use your Switch. Like the buttons are just like, you'll see when you get there. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because you are just going to go, okay, that's dumb, but you feel welcome to, like, that you beat the boss. And honestly, I think I only died about a handful of times just because I didn't know boss mechanics. But as soon as I figured out the boss mechanics, the boss was easy. And of course, you can buy like bone powders. Just like think about like fairies in Zelda. Bone, like a dog bone, pretty much brings you back to life. And you can have up to 5 of them. So it's like, okay, I'm not gonna burn through these, so they're cool. The best part about the game is the exploration, because once you explore, there's so many collectibles, and that's in most Mario games, is just collecting gems and like from each floor, and each floor has its own set of gems, and that's what's cool about it, because it makes you want to play the game for all you people that are perfectionists or want to 100% the game. I got a couple, but sometimes it's like, okay, I see it, I grab it, but I would like to see the story, because that's what I'm more about, is just figuring out what made me enjoy the game so much. And overall, the story was great. Just seeing Luigi progress, and just seeing how crazy that 1980s movies such as Ghostbusters can be influential towards the gaming community, because everyone loves Ghostbusters, or if they are nerds and they love Peter Venkman and Ray, they love Ghostbusters and they love the Ghostbuster games. So just think of it as Luigi as Nintendo's own Ghostbuster, and that's what makes people draw into it, is just that, oh, it's Luigi, it's Ghostbusters, so I'm gonna play the game, you know. And that's what made me want to play it even back then as a kid, is that I love Ghostbusters. Let's play a game that's kind of like Ghostbusters. And that was something that held up true. You're always vacuuming up ghosts the entire time. The ghost fights are not hard whatsoever. Children can play it and enjoy it. Adults can play it and enjoy it for how funny and silly it is. It's really a good time, and it makes me want to play this game every Halloween, because it's Halloween setting. And it was just a fun time the entire way through. Now, we review things here on an influential basis here at AWOI Gaming. We look at it if it was not influential, or if it's potential or influential overall. And I have to say that because it's such a great game, Luigi's Mansion is ranked as an influential game towards the gaming community for how its positivity is for you to have a good time, the way that it's able to make others enjoy the game, and puzzle solving is not hard. It's about medium overall, and it makes you want to play it again after you beat the story, or just to be able to get the collectibles. It was not hard at all. It was just more getting used to combat and understanding. But this is really just a silly game that we are going to probably be playing like every Halloween. It is my goal to play this game every October for how silly and witty the game was overall. And I would recommend anyone just to play it if they have a Nintendo Switch. It's something that's meant to be played, not just by yourself, but you can play with a co-op player, significant other, just to be able to have Luigi and just get through some of these floors and have fun. You suck up some vampires, Ghostbuster status, and just enjoy the game overall. But I will definitely be saying that this game is influential towards the gaming community, and how the Switch continues to utilize all its mechanics and not to have this failure when it comes to producing its top tier games. When it comes to the Mario franchise or any of its, or Zelda franchises, or whatever they feel is coming up the pipeline, it just keeps going, just keeps throwing the needle that Nintendo's here to stay, even in a Ghostbuster wannabe way. And with that being said, guys, this has been AWOI Gaming. If you like the review, please leave a like button, or if you have your own thoughts about Luigi's Mansion 3, please leave your comments in the section below, and let me know your thoughts about Luigi's Mansion 3, if you enjoyed the game, or if you plan on picking the game up, or if this review is helpful at all. And you can subscribe to the channel to get notifications wherever I post videos here on YouTube. Thank you, and you guys have a good one.